Plaintiff Deborah O'Neill dated the defendant, and she claims he's obsessed with her. Deborah says she broke up with the defendant after he got drunk, went into a rage, and barricaded her in a room. And she's suing him today for personal property and loans. Defendant Anthony Daniels admits that he's still in love with Deborah, but insists he is not obsessed with her. Anthony also admits that he has had problems with alcohol, but says he has not had a drink since the night of their fight.
Start with you.
This man is obsessed with me. He keeps calling me all the time. He won't leave me alone.
No, sir, I'm not obsessed.
All right. Were you all together? Did you break up recently?
Yes, sir, we broke up. A few days ago, I spoke with her.
Okay, just friendly hello?
Yep.
All right. He said he communicated with you just a few days ago.
Yes, I have one of his voicemails, or one of his messages here.
Oh, just a message. He didn't speak with you?
I don't remember the last time I talked with him. A few days ago, at least.
You did talk to him a few days ago?
I think so.
So you're obsessed too?
Oh.
If you broke up and you keep talking with him, if he's obsessed, then you're obsessed. You all are doing the same thing, talking to each other the last few days. So what makes him more obsessed than you?
Well, the only reason I answer him is because he will not stop. Okay. I end up giving in and talking to him, so he'll quit calling me.
On your home phone?
My cell phone. Okay. And he'll leave me messages.
You can push block call.
I did.
And what happened?
He still gets through. I don't know how. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know.
You block his number. If that doesn't work, you call and file a restraining order against him. Have you tried that?
No, because
you really don't want to.
No, I do.
You want to keep talking to him. Say something sweet to her, whatever you want to tell her today. You love her?
I always care for her.
Do you love her?
Yes, I love her.
Thank you. You love him?
No.
You used to.
I used to really care about him, yes.
Love?
No.
You never loved him?
No.
Why?
Because I saw so many stars dancing.
How long were you together?
About 8, 9 months.
And he loved you and you didn't love him?
He's needy.
You just don't know how to love.
Yeah, apparently.
Does she? She doesn't know how to love, does she?
Apparently not.
I'm trying to help you, man. You're so pitiful. Speak up. You're supposed to say, Judge, yeah, I love, Judge. I know how to love. It was real with her. It was really real. And I tried to tell her that, and I tried to convince her of that, and she just wouldn't accept it. And then you're supposed to look over there and say, Deborah, will you accept that I loved you? And she wouldn't say no. She wouldn't say it that quick, would you? You wouldn't hurt the man like that.
I'm not in love with him.
Never. So
No.
we're using him for his
No,
love.
I love
You were using him for his love. What'd she get out of you?
What'd she get out of me?
Yeah.
Money. Place to live and all the bills paid and somebody take care of her.
She used you for your love.
That's a lie.
That's
You
called
know it.
love abuse.
I loved him. I wasn't in love with him. I loved him as a person at that time. I wasn't in love with him.
Let me let him speak, man.
All right.
Can you give me some background, sir? I'm going to leave the relationship stuff alone. Go ahead, sir.
What you want to know, sir?
Anything, any background you want to give me on your relationship, when it started, how was it when you all were together?
We started talking in like November last year, October last year, and by November we was dating. Okay. And things were going great. I thought she was ready to be in a committed relationship. And January, I moved her in with me. And then about the end of March, she stayed all night somewhere and wouldn't talk to me, didn't answer calls or texts. And after that, just things wasn't right.
Did you figure out why, or did you ask her why?
I tried to talk to her and I asked her. She said that she was at her sister's house. And I've never believed that. If she was at her sister's, she could have let me know.
You knew where I was. I told you where I was.
Where did she tell you she was? She told you she was at her sister's. How do you know anything different?
Well, because after that night, everything's changed. She started pushing me away, and wasn't no intimacy there at all.
All right. And ultimately, who decided to cut it off?
She did.
Okay. Around that same time, March
No,
or April?
that was in end of July. I tried to confront her and get her to talk to me about things, and everything just got blown out of proportion, and she left. She came back the next day and packed a few things, and then a week later, she come and got everything and left. And I told her when she come and got her stuff, if that's what she wanted, she better get everything now, because we're done, not come back.
I used to really care about him, yes.
Love.
No,
You never loved him.
no.
Why?
Because I saw so many, started seeing
How
so
long
many-
were you together?
What, 8, 9 months?
Plaintiff Deborah O'Neill dated the defendant, but she claims she broke up with him after he got drunk and barricaded her in a room.
All right, man, we're going to get to the personal property and loans you're suing him for, but you have a lot to answer to. I want to know about this being over your sisters. Were you there? And did things change after that so much so that you gave Miss walking papers in July?
No, not then.
Well, what happened?
I thought things were going good. I thought we could work this out, but I started seeing that he had drinking problems, he had anger problems, and then he became needy. He wouldn't leave me alone. I have a voicemail from when he kept calling me.
We know that.
About May, a friend of mine passed away. She was a friend of mine for 30 years, and my boss. She passed away. I went over and spent some time with the family. Yeah. I was gone till late. The whole time I was gone, he was calling me. Where are you going? How long are you going to be gone? When are you going to be home?
Probably
kept
drunk.
It up.
That's
yeah.
not so.
And he kept it up. Finally, I just quit answering. I come home late in the middle of the night. He's screaming at me and cussing at me. You're
Smashed,
cheating.
no doubt.
You're cheating. You're lying. Drunk. We went on this for like a couple more hours. He finally went to bed. Things calmed down a little bit. And every time he'd drink a little bit, we'd go through the same thing. I'm a liar. I'm a cheater.
That's a lie. I never called you while you was gone to that funeral. Never did that.
Sir. Go
About
ahead.
July 23rd, we come in. He had been drinking. I heard him cuss and scream loud. I went into the house thinking, well, I have a puppy. Maybe the puppy made a mess or something. So I went and checked on him. My puppy was in his cage cowering because he was screaming. I let him out the door. I tried to get past him, and he wouldn't let me go out the door to leave. He started screaming at me, cussing in my face. He got about this close to me. Finally, he butted me with his chest into the door facing, and kept me in there till about an hour and a half. He wouldn't let me leave. I tried to get around him. He kept screaming, yelling. I kept seeing the wild-eyed look in his face. I finally just shut up because I knew I could end up hurt. And after a while, he finally let me through. He said, if you're leaving, get out and you stay out. So I did. I took my keys and I ran.
Sir, she sounds like she's telling the truth. You have an alcohol problem?
I haven't had a drink since that night, and she was drinking too. I don't drink all the time. I don't stay drunk.
I believe what she's saying, and it sounds like the alcohol ran her away. And ma'am, so that evening you left, and when you tried to return and get your property, has he refused, or what happened?
On July 30th, I went back and with my sister and friends and got a bunch of my things.
Okay.
We couldn't
so
take it
what are
all.
you suing him for today?
The rest of the things that he kept.
All right, and when you've tried to get them, what has he said?
Well, at first he denied having them, but then I have a voicemail, him telling me that if I want to come and get my stuff.
Okay, so he does have them. You have the list? And lastly, what are the loans for?
600 was for a lawyer.
You
And
loaned him?
2,000, and 2,000 was to bail him out of jail.
When was this, sir?
January,
For
sir.
what? Bail you out for what?
DWI.
Drinking, right. You're alcoholic, sir. You're not getting any help?
Years ago, sir.
And what happened? Why'd you stop?
I go to AA meeting every great once in a while, but
All right, you need to do it more than every once in a while. Now you have to speed it up, okay? I don't know what your situation is. I'm glad to hear that you have gone. How often are you gonna go?
I'll go every night if that's what it takes.
All right, well, it sounds like it does.
Right.
If he goes every night, you're gonna let him back?
No,
Why?
because I don't want to be treated like that anymore. And
He's,
he said that
he's
before.
gonna be off the alcohol.
He's told me that before.
I'm gonna work with him.
I don't want to get hurt anymore, Judge. I've seen too many women get hurt.
Okay, you got me
I
there.
was scared.
All right, you got me. I'm having a little fun with you. But
I know.
That being the case. Judgment for the plaintiff, I believe her, sir. She's provided me evidence, a text in which you said you have her things. And secondly, I believe she bonded you out of jail with the intention of receiving her money back, and that you indeed told her you'd pay her. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Thank you.